We all thought that Bob Iger would be the hero Disney needed when he returned as CEO in 2022 to do damage control. Instead, we got the corporate version of a guy showing up at your house party demanding that you turn the music down.
What the hell is going on around here?
Party's over.
Like most people who overstay their welcome, he's become greedy. Nobody wants him anymore. And I know the perfect person to replace him. And the answer just might surprise you. But first, I'm going to read a review, and then you have to guess down below what movie you think this review is in reference to. The review says, it's a compelling, ripped from the headlines drama that offers plenty of tension, even if you are familiar with the story. If you think you know the movie that this is in reference to, leave it down below and I will give you the answer at the end of this video. So yes, we can all admit that Bob Iger did wonders for Walt Disney. Under his reign, we got Bolt, we got Tangled, we got Frozen, Big Hero 6, Wreck-It Ralph, the list goes on. These are fantastic movies. Look, I'm not a total hater. I used to be pro Bob. I was such a fan of him that I was actually one of the first to get my hands on his autobiography, The Ride of a Lifetime, which you can actually purchase down below with my affiliate link. I do recommend the book, and I do think he came from a very genuine place while writing it. Clicking on that affiliate link and purchasing the book will help me bring more content to you, so I thank you in advance. But somewhere between publishing this book and stepping in to do damage control, he lost his way. And I do think that he just might be too far gone. And honestly, I'm unwilling to forgive him for errors he's made that any janitor, bus driver, or middle-aged YouTuber like myself could have easily avoided. And the person who I think should replace Bob Iger might not be a name that you recognize, but you definitely know his work. And I can almost guarantee you that you like his work more than anything Disney has released in the last 5 years. So let's talk about Bob. Let's talk about this nominee who I think should take his place. And let's talk about why Disney is heading off a cliff with Bob Iger's foot hard on the pedal. Let's get this out of the way. Bob Iger is a businessman. And unfortunately, he's running Disney like it's a tech startup hemorrhaging cash, and not like it's the most powerful entertainment company in the world. And under Iger 2.0, Disney has lost its spark faster than a direct-to-Disney Plus sequel. In the past 3 years, he has greenlit flop after flop. He's chased streaming trends and turned the most iconic entertainment studio into an overpriced content machine with identity issues. We're talking a 100-year anniversary movie that played like fan fiction, theme parks hiking prices while cutting the magic, and a streaming platform that's basically a Marvel museum full of half-finished exhibits. This is a guy who tried to fix Disney by laying off thousands of employees and raising ticket prices. Genius, right? You know what else is up under Iger? The number of sequels, reboots, spin-offs that not only nobody asked for, but people begged not to be made. Now, can somebody tell me why Disney posters still look like Thomas Kincaid paintings? Social media was flooded with people begging Disney not to touch Snow White. We gave them a pass for all these other reboots. Fine, you can do whatever, but don't touch the most iconic and sacred piece of Disney merchandise. And they did. And you know what Disney got in return? $115 million loss and counting. Just like with all of their recent movies, Disney did not listen to its fan base, its built-in audience. Instead, they spat in our faces and they said, screw you, we're doing what we want. And now there's hundreds of people about to be fired. And you know what? I don't think that's the best move to make. After all, I don't think a lot of these people that are about to be fired were responsible for coming up with these stupid ideas. If a house burns down because the kids inside find easily accessible matches and the parents had encouraged the kids to play with the matches, whose fault is it? It's not the kids. So stop firing all these employees. It's the parent. It's Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney. He's the one that gave them permission to burn the house down. And so for him to say all these things about how Disney's going to be better...
Remember, we have to entertain first. It's not about messages.
No, that's bullcrap, because he is the one that let the demon in the door. It's his fault that Disney is in the position that it is now. And it's his fault that I haven't been able to bring my kids to any fun Disney entertainment to the theaters for the last 5 years. That's more than half of their lives. It's his fault.
It's their fault. That's right. It's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. You have failed, and you will pay.
He needs to pay the price. He needs to get out. Meanwhile, in a dimension where logic actually exists, is a man named Kevin. Who? This guy, Kevin Lima, the director of Tarzan. Yes, the one with the Phil Collins soundtrack that went way too hard for a children's movie.
Tell me more.
He directed Enchanted, the Disney live-action musical that actually worked.
I watched Enchanted 3 times and then another 2 times because that movie is amazing.
Oh, it really is?
You know what doesn't get enough credit in that movie? The
Music.
score.
And no, he was not a part of the Disney Plus sequel. He directed my personal favorite, a Goofy movie, which is a Gen Z cult classic now. I think it's the best Disney animated movie, the best Disney soundtrack. It's everything. It's all of the above. We need more movies like that. Like, Kevin Lima knew what to do with the tiny budget that he had. He knew how to stretch that thing, man. So you can't tell me that he's just suited to be a director. He knows how to work with money and how to make money work. And I already alluded to it, but the kicker is Kevin Lima made those movies with extremely modest budgets. And yet those movies have still endured over the years with heart, with style, personality, and magic. Meanwhile, Disney's over here burning $200 million per project and giving us movies that feel like AI-generated list of keywords that a high schooler came up with. Kevin Lima doesn't just understand animation and storytelling. He understands value. He understands longevity. He knows how to stretch a dollar without sacrificing charm, heart, or creativity. Compare that to Bob Iger, who's currently making $27 million a year to turn Disney into a pop culture vending machine. Disney needs a CEO who understands the power of story and not just the stock price. Kevin Lima, of all people, can bring Disney back to its roots, which is what the company desperately needs. But not just by retreading the past, but by treating animation as the art form that it is. He knows how to blend nostalgia and originality. He knows how to respect characters and audiences. And most importantly, he's not just chasing trends. He's actually a creative. We don't need another business mogul in the boardroom. We need a director who remembers what Disney used to be, respects its power, and has the skills to harness it. So yeah, Bob Iger, he is running Disney like a business school case study, but it's not working. Without getting too far into the DEI stuff, he is just trying to please everybody, and in the end, you please nobody. And you'd think that Bob, of all people, would be the one to know that you cannot fix a creative crisis with a business strategy. So that's why we need to bring in somebody like Kevin Lima. Someone who actually cares about characters and animation and storytelling. Because right now, Disney doesn't need a CEO who knows how to raise stock prices. It needs a CEO who knows how to make people believe in magic again. And Bob, if you're watching this, don't worry. You can still cameo in Strange World 2. The layoffs strike back. Comment below if you think Kevin Lima could save Disney, or if you're in a hurry, just write Bob no. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, because it will help me bring content to you. Oh, yeah, the trivia answer. So for the mystery review I read at the beginning of the video, here is the answer. The review was, it's a compelling, ripped from the headlines drama that offers plenty of tension, even if you are familiar with the story. That review came from Michael Compton from Bowling Green Daily News. And that was about Captain Phillips. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time, Roasters.